Still on politics, Orange Democratic Movement Party leader Raila Odinga has given in to pressure from his co-NASA principals and agreed to give Wiper, Amani National Congress, Ford Kenya and Chama cha Mashinani a share of its money from the political party's funds attributable to parliamentary votes. This now paves way for fresh talks towards a new partnership in the 2022 elections, even as the Wiper Party now votes to exit the National Super Alliance. NTV senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Muredi has more details.
Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka is tonight a happy man.
And ODM have now accepted to share in the political party's funding.
In a letter seen by NTV, confidentially written to the four other NASA principals, bearing Odinga's signature, there is a tabulation of what each party will receive. In the letter, Odinga states, consequent thereto, our party has deliberated internally and resolved that without prejudice, we share our coalition partners ODM's share of monies from political parties' fund, attributable to parliamentary and excluding presidential, gubernatorial and county assemblies, votes for the financial years 2017-2018, 2018-2019 and 2019-2020.
I always knew there were extremists in ODM who were misleading Raila. When we sat and I showed him, and by the way, I made it very clear, these were the only discussions I had with Raila on the matter of political parties funding. And he agrees with me because he hadn't seen the salient clauses to which he affixed his signature.
Kalonzo accuses a section of leaders around Raila of forcing a broken relationship between him and the other NASA principals and denying them the funds.
Had he taken this step and not listened to people like Sifuna, NASA will probably be saying we welcome other people. All right? So what Mudavadi is also is a realistic thing. But now you can see an attempt, a genuine attempt to rebuild and to mend fences. We are open to that.
The Wiper Party, just like other NASA affiliates benefiting from Odinga's letter, have now resolved to write to the Registrar of Political Parties to quickly effect the letter.
And therefore there will be no need for the Sifuna letter, which was instructing the Registrar of Political Parties to convene a meeting to discuss what in his view was helpless business or hopeless business.
According to insiders in the 5-hour meeting, the move by Odinga was calculated to forestall the NASA divorce, as he hopes to bring the core principles to another working relationship ahead of 2022.
As Wiper Democratic Movement, this evening, culminating in our decision to exit NASA and welcome a new formidable coalition, which coalition, in my view, will be spearheaded by the One Kenya Alliance.
But even as the Wiper Democratic Movement resolves to exit the National Super Alliance, it does not rule out a possibility of working with ODM again, only this time under a bigger brand that will even accommodate the Jubilee Party.
We are really cognizant of the fact that ODM have a right also to do political formation. But I want to take this platform to welcome ODM as we form the new alliance, all-encompassing, for the purposes of national salvation.
But even as Wiper exits, it may be the beginning of another long journey as Ford Kenya fights internal supremacy battles.
Moses Masika Wetangula is the de facto, the legal, the legitimate leader of Ford Kenya. Again, take that to the nearest bank.
Kennedy Muredi, NTV.